Ariana Grande just released her 7th studio album, Eternal Sunshine, today. It is midnight and I'm really excited to go ahead and react to this. Eternal Sunshine is Ariana Grande's first full-length album in almost 4 years, with her last release in 2020 with Positions. This is the longest wait between albums that Ariana Grande has ever done in her entire career, and I'm super excited to go ahead and dig deep into what this album will sound like. Hey guys, come on into this party. My name is Zay, and on this channel we'll cover topics from music, film, and all things pop culture. If this sounds like a party that you would like to attend, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below so that my videos can get a little bit more love in the algorithm. Eternal Sunshine has a total of 13 tracks with a runtime of about 35 minutes, so this is Ariana Grande's shortest album to date. Length does not always mean impact. Let's see how impactful this album will be, as well as give every song on the album a ranking and overall rank the entire album, especially in terms of Ariana Grande's greater discography. Let's get into it. Alright, so the first song on the album is Intro, End of the World, so let's see what this intro is going to give us. I'm excited, I hope you guys are as well.
How can I tell if I'm in the right relationship? Aren't you really supposed to know that shit? Wonder if he knows that that's been what's inspired me. Wonder if he's judging me.
Okay, I love that she's addressing some of the concerns with her relationship statuses, because she's always been known for her controversial relationships. But this is a good introduction. It definitely leans into that R&B sound that she really started to lean into in the Positions era. Alright, so that was Intro, End of the World. It was really beautiful and really soothing, and I really love that that was a great intro. I think intros either have to fall into two categories, either super hard and impactful, or really relaxed and easing you into the themes of the album. And already, you could tell she's addressing her relationship statuses, trying to figure out as she navigates her adulthood and her womanhood. And so just her addressing the small things about, does she feel like she's making the right decisions when it comes to her relationships? Because sometimes she does have a habit of just running into relationships without really thinking about them in the long term. So I would give Intro, End of the World an 8 out of 10. It's a really beautiful intro and it's really soothing and calm. And honestly, let's go to the next single on the album, which is Bye. So let's see what Bye is giving. So it's about 2 minutes and 45 seconds, so it's a little bit longer than Interlude. It definitely has a little bit of disco elements with the dun 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 dun.
I can't believe I'm finally moving through my fears.
Is she addressing her like divorce? We didn't really hear much about her divorce and what happened, but she's saying like goodbye to that relationship. And I mean, that was her first marriage, so it is a really important relationship to her. But she's saying goodbye. She called her friend and she's out. Oh, I love that. Is this gonna be Ariana Grande's version of a to the left, everything you are is in the box to the left, in the closet, that's my stuff. I love this, like, it definitely sounds like a 2000s disco interpretation rather than like a 70s pure disco interpretation. Like a song that also reminds me of this is like Public Affair by Jessica Simpson. There goes the harmonies. Bye bye, bye. It's over, it's over, it's over. Bye bye. Done. Bye bye. It's over, it's over, it's over. That was Bye. When I saw the lyrics, I thought it was gonna be a little bit like a slow, like heartbreak ballad, but she's leaning into that R&B things, but also into those like retro disco dance themes, her Yes and single. So this is really nice that she's kind of trying to follow that through line. So I would give Boy Bye also an 8 out of 10. It was a really good song. It doesn't really fully climax, and I love a song with a good like climax stamp. So 8 out of 10. All right, next single is Don't Wanna Break Up Again. Lord, I don't wanna break up again. I'm scared for this one. Let's pull up the lyrics. I like the small like horns in the background that's like muffled. That's a really good intro. She's trying to really address her divorce. I remember a lot of like blogs and publications were alleging that like her fiance was more so trying to stay out the limelight, and she was of course Ariana Grande, so that was hard. And in this song she's addressing like how a lover doesn't want to really deal with her, and she doesn't want to have to deal with that, like a lover who doesn't want to allow her to channel her emotions and feelings. And she's addressing her emotional turmoil, her own codependency, and therapy is also not even working, and she doesn't want to put that on her lover. But the thing is, if it's a lover, you have to put those emotions on them. You can't just like shelter yourself away from them. Oh, this is so nice. I love the way she's like riding the beat on the chorus. This is so sweet. It's very sentimental, and it's a way of saying like, hey, even though I feel like I wasn't respected the most in our relationship and I didn't think that I was able to really be myself all the way, it still says like, hey, I don't want to let you go because I know there's good qualities in you and there's good qualities in me that we could make this work, but we just are not at that stage in life together. But it's also coming to the realization, even if you have good moments with a person, you still have to let them go in the time. Oh, this is so nice. It's so soothing, and it's less than 3 damn minutes. I just wish there was one more verse. So that was Don't Break Up Again. I really did like it. It really reminds me of a lot of like mid 2000 R&B where it's like singers like Maya was really thriving, and kind of like Ashanti where it's like a slower it's not slow like a slow ballad, but it is a slower tempo song that has like, again, themes of heartbreak but also self-love into that, and she has that there where she's recognizing some of her own flaws and her own problems while also recognizing how that's damaging to the lover she has. So I would give Don't Want to Break Up Again an 8.5. It's a really calm melodic beat, and I don't want to break up again. Like I feel like I'm gonna end up starting to just sing that in my head, and people are gonna be like, who the fuck you broke up with? Your single ass. You ain't got nobody. Don't nobody love you. Again, I give it an 8.5. Really sweet song, and I again love it already on the first listen. All right, the next song is Saturn Returns Interlude. So let's listen to Saturn Interlude. It's only like 45 seconds, so it's not really that big, but
somewhere. And the Saturn cycle takes around about 29 years. That's when
she was recording this album, she was like 29, pushing 30, so that's funny. But this relates to really just, again, she was recording this album when she was 29 and then turned 30. And a lot of people think that when you turn 30 that you don't have your dreams, you don't have inspirations, and you should be settled down, married with kids and whatnot. But that's just not true for everyone, especially in today's economy. But it's just overall saying, wake up. This is not the life that you should have, and there's other things that you can do to still find happiness and be fulfilled. Just the message itself is like a 9 out of 10, because that's something I think everybody in our age range goes through. All right, the next song on the list is Eternal Sunshine, which is the album track. So this is track number 5. I like the transition from Saturn Interlude into Eternal Sunshine. Like, I don't care what people say. Is she really? I just want to know if this is really based off her relationship. Basically just calling her partner a piece of shit. And I don't know, because I thought they ended amicably. Like, there was nothing revealed, but also that's her privacy, so I don't really think we should know everything. When you're in her, wait, she said, I hope you feel all right when you're in her. Did he cheat? Who cheated on her? That's scandalous. That is scandalous. I feel like Debbie Ryan, like scandal? So she's talking about separating from her past lover and finding a new one who's now taking their spot. So, I mean, she did break up and divorce and then get a brand new partner. And she's saying, I think she's referring to how she was able to find love in someone, and they said they were going to accept her for all her demons, all her challenges, but now that they've been together, they're kind of reflecting her demons and showing theirs, but in like a worse way. This song also draws inspiration from a lot of her past trap eras, I'm noticing. That was Eternal Sunshine. I really love the track. Again, it's still like a slower and melodic beat, and it's so far the longest song on the album, being 3 minutes and like 30 seconds. You could tell she was addressing some more things. This one's a little bit more explicit in saying basically that her past partner, like I said in one of the previous tracks, was that her past partner was probably not the best for her. And in this song, she's really just talking about how she's moving on, separating from that past relationship that was not good and it was toxic for her, and honestly finding a replacement, and again, finding the sunshine after like a storm. So I give Eternal Sunshine a 9 out of 10. I love that it also had like the beat drops. Again, it didn't have like a major climax moment, but I love that in each chorus there was a beat drop that signaled that this was the next part of the song and moving to the next chapter of the song. Track number 6 is Supernatural. Again, with those like muffled horn sounds to intro. Again, I'm only on halfway through this album and everything sounds super cohesive. I love the I do parts, maybe referencing a marriage. I was not expecting this chorus. Like she's saying, claim me, I do, and like marriage is claiming the love for you, like you. That was Supernatural. Supernatural is amazing. That's a great song. I love a song with a noticeable chorus, like this is the climax. It just had a different sound with the added ad-libs and harmonies that the other songs just did not have. And so the first half of the album was focusing on the breakup and moving on to a new person from a past love. Now I'm with the new love and I want them to show me and claim me as their new partner because I just gave up all of this and sacrificed all this I had in the past to be with you. So I want you to be with me. So Supernatural will get a solid 9.5 out of 10. It's such a good song. Good job, Ariana. The next song on the album is True Story. Ariana Grande is a celebrity, of course. They're in the tabloids for everything but like what their artistry or their craft is. It mostly affects women and females in the entertainment industry where they're put under a microscope, but women are literally scrutinized for even like the smallest thing. So I wonder what True Story is gonna address because I'm a little nervy. I'm gonna see if she'll talk her ish. Not fantasize. Oh, this is one of the songs that leaked. I've heard this one before. Play the villain? So she's addressing how people villainize her in the media, again, because women are just made this evil character for even the slightest of things. But she's gonna address it. She's gonna be like, listen, y'all pay to see me, regardless of how you feel. And again, she's basically saying she could be the drama.
Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama. Maybe I am. Am I the villain? I don't think I'm the villain.
She's like, if you want to make me the drama and make me the villain, I'll do that. I'll do what you want me to do. But y'all gonna pay for it. I.e., we're listening to the album right now. Come on, high note. She is belting right now, eating this song. All right, so that was True Story. Again, about 3.5 minutes. Not a long song, but good song. Not a long song, but a good song. She ate that one up. But this one is addressing the people who criticize her relationships, being like, yeah, if you think I'm a bad guy, I'll be the bad guy. You're gonna pay to watch me be the bad guy. She did a really good job of like addressing the critics, but also making a banger of a song. And I've heard snippets of this song before, and I cannot remember where. I give True Story a 9 out of 10. Good song, not good song, great song, loved it. All right, the next song is The Boy Is Mine. I think this is a song that's gonna sample Brandy and Monica's hit from the 90s called The Boy Is Mine. But in the interview, she said she was addressing when Fantasize leaked. It was really frustrating because that was for a project that she was working on. It wasn't even for her album, but.
So Fantasize comes out, crazy, was stolen, comes out, thieves, pirates, crooks. And I kind of gave them Ariana's version of that on the album. I would say that exists.
Oh yeah. Oh
which
yeah.
Was so some of those seedling ideas from that time actually made their way onto the album, which is really exciting.
Vibe, because I'm gonna be honest, Fantasize had me grooving. I was like, Ariana, just release it, because girl, I was stressed. But my knees were hurting after doing the challenge all the time. That song was a bop. Let's see what The Boy Is Mine is giving. She said, I'm so usually unproblematic. And she's like, I can't fight myself. She loves that person. She loves them. And she's also addressing how, even though it might be dangerous for her to be with this person, she just feels emotionally connected to this person. Oh my God, I love that added harmony on The Boy. It definitely has that 90s R&B vibe. It's a little bit different from the dance, but it also sounds like an Usher's version. Like Usher, I feel like this is a song that Usher would also sing right now. This is good. Got me over here sweating, and it's hot. She said, I take full accountability for all these years. But she's saying she can't ignore her heart. But she can't, but she loves this person. Like, this is the person she's destined to be with. All right, so that was The Boy Is Mine. I think that it's a clever way of addressing her real life circumstances, but also being honest and be like, hey, I don't think I really did anything truly wrong towards a person. However, I understand how this may be perceived by the greater public, but I can't help it. My heart is my heart, and I have to follow my heart. And it's just a beautiful way. So for that, I would give The Boy Is Mine also a 9.5 out of 10. It's a really good song, and I love the added harmonies in the chorus. I think that was really a nice, subtle way to add to the chorus without it being so repetitive but bland, but it was repetitive, yet it had evolutions over the course of the song. So really good track, Ariana. All right, the next song on the album is, we're not going to react to Yes and. However, if you want to, you can check out my past reaction. I will also tag it in the comments or the description, and so you can watch Yes and there. But let's just say Yes and was a good song that definitely grew on me. I give Yes and an 8 out of 10. We already reacted to it. Check it out on my channel. I posted it a month ago, so you'll see it there. All right, so now that we're skipping Yes and, we're going to track number 10. We Can't Be Friends, Wait for Your Love. Ooh, child, that's scandalous.
I didn't think you'd understand me. How could you ever even try?
It's very sentimental beginning off.
We can't be friends, but I'd like to just pretend. Wait for your love.
All right, so she's basically addressing that she doesn't want to hide in a relationship that's really not serving her a purpose. She realizes that this is a relationship because in the past she has broken up with people and stayed friends with them. After this relationship, she's like, I can't be your friend no more. It's just too much for me to be with you. But I want to pretend that we can, but it's just not there.
Understood, but at least I look this good.
And I love how she said, you got me misunderstood, but at least I look this good. She's like, at least I look like a queen. And even though we might not be vibing, I still look good. You're not going to tear me down. Again, I love the added little harmonies on the end notes of each like line. All right, so that was Wait for Your Love, We Can't Be Friends. I'm gonna be honest, it's not my favorite track on the album. It's not bad, but it's just not my favorite. She's talking about how she's breaking up a relationship and again, it doesn't really benefit her to be in it. And she wants to maintain peaceful relationships with this person after they separate. But honestly, sometimes it's best to let a person go. You don't have to stay with somebody just because you know them or how long you've been with them. It's sometimes good to just grab your things and head out. And I think that's what she was trying to do. I don't know what I don't like about it. I don't know, because it has like beautiful harmonies. It's a very easily understood song. It makes sense. The flow is great. I just don't know. Something about it's just not touching my spirit as much as the other songs. So I would give We Can't Be Friends, Wait for Your Love a 7 out of 10. Again, not a bad song. It's just not my favorite compared to what we've heard so far. Track number 11, I Wish I Hated You. Oh, this is scandalous. This is real scandalous, queen. Ain't nothing gonna ever be a positive song if she said I wish I hated you. Because so far, the album is really, really tame. And really, there has yet to be a song besides, like, I guess, Yes and, but even that's a stretch. Really, a lot of dissonance between the songs. A lot of Ariana Grande's earlier albums, she was criticized for, even though she had great songs on there, it's just like the album wasn't cohesive. But I will say, for the most part, Thank You Next, Positions, and now so far in this album, I will say all three of those albums are very consistent. Like, it sounds like every song that is on the album should have been on the album. So let's get into I Wish I Hated You.
Clothes in the closet you made, hoping life brings you no
Oh.
pain.
Ooh.
Arrange my memories,
I love that. Rearrange my memories.
I wish that weren't true. Wish there was worse to you. Did you? Our shadow stands in a parallel plane. So close and yet so far.
So I love how she was basically talking about how now she's reflecting on that relationship where she was upset and angry at first, but now she's like, actually, you weren't that bad. It's just we were not compatible. We didn't match, so honestly, should we get back together? But honestly, I wish that I could hate you because now I miss you slightly, but I don't understand why these feelings are still here, even though I know that we're not meant to be together.
I want to, and no matter how easy things could be, yeah, I wish I hated you.
Alright, so that was Wish I Hated You. I see what she was going for in the theme. Like, this one is more of like forgiveness and moving on in like a peace way. You could tell her anger when she was writing this song kind of disappeared, and it was more so now like reflecting on that past relationship and being like, actually you weren't that bad, and I wish we could be together in the long run, but again, you realize that you're just not meant to be with a person. I would give it an 8 out of 10. I think this is an 8 out of 10. It's really nice, and I definitely think it's gonna grow on me, especially the parts where she says, I wish I hated you. I feel like that will grow on me because I feel like I have a couple people in my life. I wish I could say that too. Track number 12 is Imperfect for You. So let's see what Imperfect for You is going to sound like.
My boy, come take my hand, but I'll hold your hurt in the box here beside me. How could we rearrange all the cosmos?
This song has a little bit of a deviation of the sound, and honestly, it sounds like a song that Miley Cyrus would eat up already in the first little 2 verses.
Fucked up, anxious, too much, but I love you like you.
Again, I like she's addressing her personal turmoil and her personal emotions a lot in this album. And in this song, she's talking about how she's anxious, she might feel too much, but she's still trying to work towards making this relationship work.
How could we know that this was a happy disaster? I'll never forget when you told me. You said usually I need to imperfect fire.
I don't like the tone change when she sings Imperfect for You. I wish it would have went into a lower note rather than a higher one. It just sounds slightly disjointed. Alright, that was Imperfect for You. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like it. I don't really like it. I think the biggest thing is the Imperfect for You note that went higher. I don't know, but something about it just really bothers me. So it's not a song that I would particularly just turn on because I think it's also a little just too slow. I don't hate it. No, it's just, I don't like it. Mama, this is garbage. Okay, I'm joking. It's not garbage. It's definitely not that. I would give Imperfect for You a 5 out of 10. It's just not my favorite. It's definitely my least favorite so far on the album. Next up, we have Ordinary Things. The last song on the album is the closer. It has to end strong. You can't end your album weak. It's also, I think, one of the only songs that has a featured artist with Nona. Wait, is that her grandma? Is that her grandma or her mom? Nona? Oh, it is her grandma because it says featuring Marjorie. So let's get into the song.
We could go pop all the champagne in California. We could have omakase.
I like the cadence that she came in with. I love that. Dun, 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 dun. I love that cadence.
Night if you want to. We're never gonna be in one thing. Just like the first sip of wine after a long day. You hit like my biggest
I love this verse. Like talking about the things. It's like the irony of these certain things. She's basically just talking about how much she loves this person, how she values this person, and she's saying like she's comparing it to a sip of wine. Like that first sip really do be make it be feeling strong. When you're running late and you hit the green light, you just hit the gas like.
I don't need no time.
Again, she's just saying she likes the simpler things in life. Like she doesn't always need to be this high maintenance person, and she loves these smaller things with this person that she loves the most, and just overall appreciating the people around you. Not the outro with Nona. I love that she's able to bring her family into her music, and you could tell how much they influence her as a person.
You're in the wrong place. Get out.
Alright, so that was Ordinary Things. It's a really cute song, and I love that she was able to close it with her family, like somebody she truly loves. It's just, again, you don't always need these flashy diamonds or these flashy things, but also if you don't have them, that doesn't mean you're basic. Like you can still live an eventful and fulfilling life, even with the more simpler things in life. It's a really good song. It's not my favorite, so I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10. It's a good song. Like if it comes on, I won't change it, but I won't intentionally say like, play this track right now. So that was a really good closer, but she has some stronger singles. Alright guys, so that was my complete reaction to Ariana Grande's Eternal Sunshine album. All 13 tracks were reviewed. So that's just my honest review. Overall, I give the album a solid 8.5 out of 10. It started way stronger than it ended, in my opinion. The last few tracks were a little weaker, but so I'm really excited to see how this performs, especially after everything that she went through last year and as she's gearing up to return basically back to acting. Great return back to music after 4 years. And I love that she was able to kind of still lean into like those R&B influences, but also bring in house and disco with it, because I mean, house and disco were the most popular sounds of the last 2 to 3 years. So she was able to bring enough without making the whole album sound that way. And honestly, I would say this is definitely probably her most cohesive album to date, because again, she has always had big bangers, but people criticize that the albums were never cohesive. And so I love that she was able to be like, screw you critics, because I can make a cohesive album and also tell my story. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below, or follow me on any of my socials, all listed here. My handle on most of my socials is Zay_officially, XAE_officially, or you can watch one of my past videos, maybe linked here. Without further ado, thank you for coming to this party, and it's time for y'all asses to go home. See y'all later.